Hello, good afternoon, everyone. What's up, Mike?
What up? What's up, world?
Hey, what's up, world? Hi, Anna.
Hello,
Anna.
everybody.
How you doing?
Good. How about you?
I'm hanging in there.
Waving,
My teeny
waving,
tiny head.
waving. You two had a good week?
Pretty good.
Great week.
Yep.
Anything
How
cool
about you?
happen? Anything exciting? Yeah, I'm so happy that it's the weekend and, I get to probably play a little Cyberpunk.
Oh, nice. That's awesome. Yeah, I started my 60 days of hip hop from my
Okay.
icons collection this week. So
And
that's pretty cool.
what does that entail?
Every day, every weekday, I will be showing a new one of my hip hop cards, my NFT collection.
Okay.
So yeah, it's pretty cool. So on my Twitter, that's where I've been posting up my stuff.
Cool. So we'll go around and just let's talk about what what's your goal tonight, if there's a goal, or at the very least what your character is and who you're working for. So you guys know that this month it's Brazilian folklore. And Anna, we'll start with you. What are you working on tonight?
So, I'm kind of in the mood to do some accessories. I've been doing some research on what to dress her in. So we're gonna replace her clothes, and then I might do some extra work to the head and expression. We'll see how I'm feeling. I'm just gonna go with the flow today. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yep.
If you're not feeling like it, just talk to us and eat some popcorn.
Mm-hmm.
I might do that.
Just talk to us and eat some popcorn. Hey, Mike. All right. So what are you working on?
All right, so I started off doing Mentinta Pereira. I probably butchered that, sorry. Started off doing her, but the thing about it is, it's just basically like an old kind of a hag lady that has some of the stuff, she has some feathers. But I'm like doing this old lady and I'm like, I'm not really feeling it. So I might end up doing, is it Kuka or Kucha? Anna?
Kuka.
Kuka. I might do Kuka.
It's a roach.
Kuka Roach. Yeah, I might do her because at least she also is another witch that torments bad kids. However, she has an alligator head, which is kind of dope. So, and it looks like she has a fat chain on also from like a hip hop chain. So I might roll with that.
Awesome. And you could just repurpose your body. So, good plan. Good plan.
Thank you. Yep.
I like when you plan your stuff. My characters. I like when you plan. I love when you plan. Like you're such a good planner when you plan.
I'm Animal from the A-Team. I love when the plan comes together.
Yeah, you got awesome. So I am doing a Lebanism, a werewolf. So tonight I want to work out some of the hands, probably get in the feet area, and get rid of some of this crochet look that I have going on. But
So,
that's the plan for
can
tonight.
Can I make a minor suggestion?
Sure.
Let's smooth that tail up a little bit. That's all.
Yeah. I'm probably gonna do something. I don't know yet. It's there.
Let's just move that. It's making I need an adult. It's making me uncomfortable from the front. That's all I'm saying.
It's just you stupid. You stupid. All right. Let me hide it. I don't want to deal with those censorship.
Yeah, you're talking about me getting us a strike.
It's gone.
Bradley's trying to get us stricken from YouTube.
Gone.
There you go. Okay.
Gone. All right, pencils up, everyone. Let's start.
All right.
Let's see. Hey, Brad. How you doing, sir? Welcome to the stream.
What is up, the
Hey,
Brad?
Ram. You let Brad beat you out tonight, Ram? This is awesome. Bleed the drummer. That's awesome.
Let's see.
Welcome to the stream, man. Amazai, this is you, Mike. Where can I find your Mike multi-brush variation for Corel Painter?
Oh, that's an old one. But if you hit me up on, IG, then I'll send it to you because it's actually, and I don't know if Corel is still selling that.
Or if you send me a message in our Stylus League Discord, I'll make sure I help Mike out with that too.
Yeah, do that.
So in our Discord, it's ML Creative. Hi, welcome to the stream, Anna Paula 3D.
Hey.
What's up, B?
Hi, B. Hola. Hola.
Hey, Adawan. What's up? See, he's so respectful. He put Anna's name first, followed by you, Mike, and then, me, Bradley.
Okay. Well, you last because you knew.
Always at the end.
Like Johnny Gill.
I knew. No.
Like Johnny Gill.
Well, I've been here. I've been in the game so long, my thumb's bruised.
The old head. All right.
See, she's your mentor. You were doing it to be respectful anyway. Ladies first. And she didn't have to be your mentor for you to drag her first. Well, I'll take my compliment back then. You were just doing it because she's your mentor. Got it.
See, you can't do that.
I take it back. All right, take it back.
You can't do that.
Is the music volume okay?
That sounds good to me.
It's good for me.
All right, cool.
So, do you guys have any tips on making feathers?
Do I? No, I don't.
I made some the other day, but I'm not happy with the technique yet.
Let me see what you did.
How about you, Bradley? Oh, I just I basically just cut it out of a plane and then detailed it, but it wasn't quite what I wanted.
So the way I did it, I just took a feather and I took it in Maya and and I box modeled it and got the design that I wanted. But you're doing a ZBrush, so yeah.
Okay, I'll figure it out. By the end of the stream, we'll have brand new feather techniques.
Nice.
And if
I
not,
saw
I'll just use the same thing I did the other day.
He's like, I guess no ideas are here. All right, cool, got it.
Yep.
I've been into new ideas lately.
And if you guys have any questions on what we're doing and how we're doing it, please ask and I will get it to everyone. Oh, B has a question. Hey, Anna, quick question for you. The lion cloth around the woman for her ribs. Did you how did you accomplish it? How did you get the rips in the cloth?
The rips? Oh yes. It's ridiculously simple. You're gonna be so disappointed. All I did was I used snake hook brush. And then I just kind of dragged it down like this. If you turn on AccuCurve, so if you go to curve under the brush palette, AccuCurve, it'll make it pointy like this. Woo! Let me turn off the RGB. Like that.
Wow, that is so fast. I would have gotten there and it would have taken me like 10 more steps to get there. So,
but it's a blackout, right? It doesn't look so good, right? Like
no, it does
right
look
now,
good.
but
no, I like it actually.
Couldn't you draw a feather in Shadowbox?
Well, I think you could do better.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm like reading chat. All of a sudden, I'm too used to emceeing my own stream. I will let you do that, Bradley.
I'll take care of all the questions.
He needs this. This is all he has, Anna. Come on.
Oh, sorry,
ooh,
Bradley.
that's all I have. Can you draw the feathers with Shadowbox?
So the technique I use is basically the same. It's just that I didn't particularly like it. It would get the same result as Shadowbox. No, actually, probably Shadowbox would force thickness, which would give us extra steps. I'll show you guys what I did with the feathers last stream I did them, which was actually this Sunday, past Sunday.
Don't be so hard on yourself, B. You know, you ask questions. It doesn't matter. So I know things probably change week over week. And but do you still have any open spots for your mentorship?
I have one more, I think.
One more.
One more, because
So
I'm
there's
going
one
to
more spot,
manually
everyone,
close
too.
one of them. So I have two, but I'm going to close one because I don't have time to do the more intensive one right now. So
Okay.
only one more. And then I won't open new ones until somebody who's already in decides that it's time to go. Which happens. And then I cry a little bit. Mainly because my life is not the same.
Well, you know, at least they're going out in the world, right? You're like, oh, they're flying and
Mhm.
making their way in the
baby.
world.
Your little baby birds.
Little baby
Let 'em-
birds.
Let them fly.
Yeah, like literally it is. It's just like that, you know. Like one day you're like correcting a resume and prepping them with interview questions. The next day they're out there doing their thing. One day they'll be asking the interview questions themselves.
Hi, Murray Cat.
Hey, Marquette. And I'll
So
let
what
you
are
know
your
a secret.
guys' yes. Go ahead and tell me secrets. Tell me secrets.
I know Marquette. Yep. Okay, that's it. That's all.
So I was gonna ask you guys, what is your biggest tip for new artists?
Biggest tip?
Best tip.
Well, you know what? I always, and it's funny because I was just telling a group of new students today that Ryan Kingsland adage about the valley that suck is timeless. You know what I mean? Because like it's so easy to see people doing something that looks amazing, and you don't see the process, and you just think that you're going to get there right off the bat. And it usually looks like garbage for a long time. So you got to navigate that valley of the suck until you get to something that looks good and stick with it. So that's
People I talk to normally have the opposite problem where they think they will never get out of the valley of the suck.
Yeah. Well, no, they when you're new, I mean, that's hard, man. Like, especially when you see people doing it really nicely, you know. ArtStation is a dream killer. Or you can find inspiration.
Depends on your point of view, like your inner thoughts in the moment, right?
Yeah.
Comparing somebody's end result to your progress is pretty rough.
Yeah, definitely. And I'll see somebody who is like my kid's age, and they're doing work that I'm like, oh man, come on, that's not cool. You know, like you should be playing with Lincoln Logs or something. Like you're doing dope stuff. My kids are older than Lincoln Log age. I'm just saying. They don't even make Lincoln Logs anymore. You guys don't even know what that is. It's like Legos, except for old people.
I was gonna Google what the hell that is.
Shut up, Bradley. Anna's pretending like she knows. She doesn't know.
I'm assuming
she's like, yeah.
Wooden blocks, because that's what I had.
You had them?
I wouldn't say I had them because, like, what are the odds that it was the same brand or anything? But like,
that's what it is, though. Okay, see.
So the ones I had little a little rooftop, like a little like bridge one, and then you could create a little town.
100%. That is exactly what it is. Bradley, take a cue from our guest from now on, my friend. Do the homework before we come in here.
Sorry.
Have the same childhood
my advice for new artists would be to do full characters. Don't just do bust to eternity. If you want to be a character artist.
Can I add
That
on
would
to
be-
that? That there's more to character
Yes.
arts than just doing bodies and faces. You also gotta learn, like, you
Yes.
gotta take the leap and do the hair, do the clothes,
Yes,
do the
all of it.
that stuff, that everybody's avoiding. Oh, and your topology too, if you're going into games.
Yes. Like all the
Topology is like everybody's kryptonite before they try. I
True.
understand. Yeah.
And even after they try for some people.
I love your topology. It's like one of my favorite parts of the process. Because I get to
have
turn
a
my
friend
brain
that-
off.
We have a friend named Tony who is like read topology is his jam. That's his zen moment. So never seen anybody enjoy it so much.
I love it. I really do. It's like a little puzzle, like you get to first take a break from like the eternal mental suffering that it can be to make art if you like don't believe in yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Because all of a sudden you're just doing your topology, like you don't gotta question all your life choices when you're doing your topology.
You know what I'm
Is
like
this
that
too
with?
niche?
No, not at all. You know what I'm like that with? Sculpting fabric. I love sculpting fabric, like the little wrinkles and stuff.
Mm.
I just get into a groove with that.
I from Argentina from Augustine. Mike.
Hey, what's up? I'm gonna go out on a limb and say you are a paintball fan.
I don't know what gave that away. Could be dirt bike, No, there's no helmet. His hair in the back. Okay, got it. Bleeding the drummer. I'll ask before Mike does. Anna, do you use fiber mesh? If so, how do you control it?
I don't really like fiber mesh, if I'm gonna be honest. So no. I'm sorry.
Right. And
Not my
I
jam.
am I'm no good at fiber mesh, so I'm the wrong person to ask.
I
Bradley?
completely dislike fiber mesh. I X-Gen all day.
It sounds like a fiber
Actually,
mesh.
I'll even do
like-
Blender.
Yeah, it's 'cause,
I'll
like-
go into Blender first.
I'll be honest with you, like, if you're doing something for production, fiber mesh is almost never the answer. Like, if you're doing animations,
Yes.
you're probably going to do X-Gen. If you're doing games, you're going to do hair cards. If you're doing 3D printing, you're obviously not going to do fiber mesh. You're going to do, like, sculpted, right? So, like, fiber mesh is good for probably concepting and sketching more than anything.
But who can control it though? Like who? I see people
I've seen some
messing with
people.
fiber mesh. I know, but I see people do it like it's nothing, and I cannot. It's a mess, man. Like it'll look good from the front, and then I turn to the side, and he's got like, looks like. Well, I was going to say something. It looks like somebody who has a toupee. You know him, Anna. I'm not going to say his name, but his hair is a mess. Some would say
we're not going to double click who he is.
He's inherited a mess. Anyway, what's that?
Nobody likes except for A Cube, Ashley. Yeah, Ashley
There you go.
does like, but she concepts a lot, right? So I guess it makes sense.
Probably when she uses it.
Yeah.
Well, there's the answer.
What's the worst advice you've ever heard somebody tell to new artists or literally anybody?
Oh
else,
gosh.
actually?
Oh, that's a good question. That is a good question. I'll first give you my worst advice that I've ever gotten. I've never gotten bad advice, so I could tell you. I don't know. I
know.
I can honestly say I've been lucky enough where I've been around people who cared about me getting good to not give me. I got like advice I didn't want to hear. So I guess I wouldn't say that's bad. Like maybe I thought it was bad at the time, but it's advice I didn't want to hear that I needed to hear. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's still good advice, just painful.
Yeah. Painful advice.
How about you, Anna?
Oh, how about you,
I've
Anna?
heard a lot of good bad advice. I don't know about you guys, but I went to a very bad college that had a lot of bad advice. I couldn't name names. I've definitely heard some bad things. Like whenever I was taught how to network, for example, I was given this like recipe for networking that's literally one of the worst ways you could possibly network, which is like to just go straight up to the person and be like, "Hey, my name is so and so. Can you look at my portfolio?" Like that's what the people I used to advise me to do.
Yeah. Just bogart them.
That's bad advice.
Just run up on them.
Yeah. Hello, I am child. Please.
Like, I know you might be eating your dinner right now, but
I've
I
done
couldn't
it.
help but notice
Did
that
it for
we're.
Talk about
Grossetti.
this.
First time I ever met him.
Did you really?
ooh,
Yeah.
He's
Then-
such a
then-
nice guy. I bet you he
He's
just
so
stopped and gave it to
nice.
you, right?
He didn't care. He spent way
Yeah.
too long with me. Yeah, of course.
See? Yeah.
But after that, after I made a name for myself and he like started like following me on social media and stuff, I was like, oh my god, I really, really hope he doesn't remember that and doesn't put 2 and 2 together and remember I'm the same person.
Like, remember that time you bum rushed me, Anna, back in the day?
Literally, I didn't just like I won't tell the details, but it was pretty bad. It was a little embarrassing now looking back at it.
I know the worst advice I've ever heard. Hey, Mike, you should give up. Just stick
not-
to 2D.
Oh,
Somebody
I've
said
heard
that to
that
me
before.
one time.
Yeah. Oh, actually, like whenever I was getting into 3D, somebody said I sucked at 3D and I should just do 2D instead as well.
There you go. There you go.
Uh-huh.
That's not good
Yeah.
advice. That's not helpful.
It's
not
not
nice.
because I like to tell I like to tell people to like if somebody ever gives you advice that implicates that they know the future, get the hell out of there, so to speak. You know, you'll never make it. You can't do that. You know, things like that. Like, just get out of there. That's not good advice automatically because they don't know the future. The world's a crazy place. You know what I mean? Like,
is.
they're trying to be psychic here. Like, that's not necessarily useful or helpful for
Well,
anybody.
they're trying to be a psychic, or they might just be trying to be a douche.
They're
So,
trying to be a douche.
that's
They're
okay.
trying to stop. People get weird around beginners because they might see some potential and want to squash it. Does that make
Mhm.
sense?
Oh yeah. Haters. Haters gonna
No,
hate,
they're
Anna.
not-
I don't know if
they're
you've
not
ever heard that.
haters. They're
Just made that
insecure
up on
and
the spot.
they. I've heard that
That's
before.
mine. No way. I made that up
have
just now.
heard.
How dare you?
but like they are insecure and they don't want to be replaced, I guess. I definitely know a few people like that.
So Adam says most advice is wrong when starting.
What do you mean most advice is wrong when starting?
I think he's saying like when you're first starting and you don't know. I guess I don't know. Adam explains more. So you guys knows Adam is a really cool guy. He did like the first and probably only 3D review 3D perspective for ZBrush on the M1 Mac. So check him out if you're looking for Apple. So Adam's a really cool guy.
Adam, you're personally responsible for me not hearing Bradley stop until he got the M1 Mac to do ZBrush stuff. Thank you.
He actually likes the new Apple MacBook Pro that has the M1 chip.
Yeah, and now he won't shut up about it. So thank you, Adam.
Let's see. He followed it with, I found that new users give each other bad advice. Oh, new users give each other bad advice.
Yeah, that's true.
I would agree. Oh, Mike, Adam brought something to my attention I thought was very interesting. Do you know that the 32-inch Cintiq is discontinued?
No way. Really?
Yeah, yes. They're not selling it.
Didn't you say you were looking for it and you couldn't find it on the site?
Yeah, it's not there. They stopped selling it. That's why you can't get it.
That's interesting. Okay.
Call you people. Let me know if something's new coming out.
Maybe.
So Anna, do you use a Cintiq or you use a tablet?
I have both. I use tablet most often, just because I haven't gotten used to my Cintiq yet. Also, like, I've always liked a good old tablet, and the cheaper the better.
What brands you mess with?
Only Wacom.
Okay.
And I'm not just saying that because they sponsor me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't infringe anything else like that. So cool. All right, fantastic.
But yeah, I've always just stuck with Wacom. And I just kind of thought they're trustworthy, I guess.
You're on a Cintiq now, though, right?
No, right now I'm on an Intuos.
Okay. I had to stop
French
using that
being
because I was getting wrist cramps from doing too much work on it. So I like being able to have like the screen that I can move all around on,
Mm.
Adam says B&H says that. Oh, he called it B&H. He said it's discontinued. Something's coming.
Something wicked's coming, I bet you. Something soon.
We're trying to say I'm going to be selling my Cintiq soon.
No. You have the 24, right?
Oh.
I know
Yeah,
for a
but if
fact
I can get
that's not
something that has-
discontinued. That one's not discontinued.
No, that's not discontinued. But if they release something with higher refresh rate than 60, I'm probably will 100% sell mine.
I'm gonna call your wife and tell her. I think you.
Why you gotta do that, dog? Why don't you keep
Because-
my wife out your name, man? Keep it out your mouth. Keep it out your mouth. Don't be saying that. All right, you don't need to like. You don't have to be talking about what I'm buying and stuff, man. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you, dog?
Hate. I gotta dime you out, son. You got too much. You got too much good stuff over there. You shining too bright there.
I'm just saying. I gotta beg for what I got. All right.
Whatever.
I didn't say I wasn't gonna beg for it. All right. I'm gonna go and I'm like, beg, please.
Honey, can I get this? No.
Oh, dude, I gotta file my the state of Florida keeps emailing me. I had to file my business report for last year.
Oh yeah, taxes. They're due
My
on Monday.
financial, my financial statement. Yep.
Yeah.
Wait, Monday?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, looks like I'll be doing something this week. I'm like, that's why. Is that why I have all those emails? He says, what folklore creatures are you doing? CB, why weren't you at the top of the hour? We went over it. All right, we went over it.
All right, tell him anyway. He's
Adam says April
long-time friend of the
18th.
show.
Yes, I'm doing Orwell with B, Lebanism, and Mike is. What are you doing? That's what they call Lebanism. If I'm saying it right, Anna.
Lobizoming. I think you're making up some letters.
Yeah, right there. all right, cool. All right, how about this? I'm gonna play that back. Play that back.
I am doing Crocodile Head Lady.
No, I want the Brazilian name. What's the Brazilian name?
Lobizoming.
Kuka.
No,
Huh?
no, I'm talking about his.
Oh, Kuka.
Kuka. It's Spanish. That's a roach.
I could say mine right.
Cucaracha.
See,
Same
No,
difference.
it's very, very terrible what you just said. And see how well I pronounced mine. Unlike Bradley, he butchered his.
I'm sorry.
Butchered his.
I'm horrible.
Anna is
And what are you
doing.
doing,
Who are you
Anna?
doing, Anna?
Caipora.
Right.
I don't believe you.
And I could say that perfectly if I wanted to.
We don't even
want to
know.
right now.
Like we're relying on her. She could be saying it wrong, and we don't know. All right, we'll just agree with her.
Yeah. It's best to just smile and nod.
See?
Yeah, just agree. You can file for an extension on Monday too. Yeah, I need to see. I know it's due sometime this month. I just didn't know the state of Florida. They kept bugging me.
Yeah, I'm also gonna be sorting that out this weekend. I don't think I've ever filed my taxes in a way that wasn't last minute in an emergency.
Yes. Yes to all those things. Yes. Yes to all those
Yeah.
things. Like, they're like, you knew what you took? Why do you need me to double check what you took? All right, you knew what you took. We said, for all we know, Anna's making us say some foul stuff. No, she's so sweet. We have to believe that she's not. She wouldn't lead us to a bitch.
We have the names. Come on.
At least not a big bridge. It'll be a little shallow bridge where we can stand up.
Yeah.
It'll be a little shallow bridge.
Oh no, not again, ZBrush. This time it didn't even give me a warning or anything.
Oh man, let me save.
Oh yeah, quick save.
At least I saved right before I did anything else. Like,
Nice.
so
But I assure you, all those problems will be fixed on April 20th.
Is that when the official Maxon thing happens?
Yeah.
Okay.
I already put my money from my checkings account from my savings to my checking account for ease of access.
Oh, Anna. Okay. You don't like sci-fi. You like horror movies. Okay. Never mind. Well, but you know what though? Did you watch Antlers yet?
No, I've never even heard of it.
Nice. Okay. All right. Antlers is on Amazon Prime right now. And it's a story of Bradley, what was the guy I sculpted back on the thing with Matt? Not Matt.
You make a lot of stuff.
No. It was the other folklore thing. What did I do?
I don't know.
Man, now you're gonna make me look for it. Hold on a second.
Oh,
you do
no,
know.
don't look
He
for
doesn't.
it.
He doesn't see Anna. You see how he does? That's not right. It's supposed to be.
I don't.
You do. You do.
I don't know.
Tell me what I'm thinking. All right, hold on.
You thinking I know everything, which you should, but I don't.
No, you think you know everything. All right, it is the Wendigo. Have you heard of the Wendigo before?
The creature, yes.
Yes. Okay. So Antlers is a horror movie, which is on Prime now, I believe. And I just watched it again the other night. It's actually pretty good. You might like it. You should check it out.
Very well may do that.
Yeah.
It's the most request creature I get for my TikTok series.
Oh, yeah?
However, I made a pledge not to do it some time ago.
Oh, the ritual all day.
Just for the
The
I
ritual
watched the
all day.
ritual. I watched the ritual.
Oh.
It was fun.
I like that.
Pretty fun.
Antlers was good, but it's no ritual.
Just gonna let Anna pass on that. Okay, so why did you pledge not to do it? Just gotta know.
So, it all started when
Once upon a time where it all started.
it was basically what happened. So I posted a video, one of my first cryptid videos on TikTok. It was the Thunderbird, and specifically like this like cryptid that cowboys shot down one time, a huge bird, right? Let's go there. Like that was it. But it so happens that in a lot of Native American beliefs, there was the creature, the Thunderbird, bird so large that when they beat their wings, thunder would happen. And some people like totally missed the point of the video and thought that I was trying to do those birds, even though I specifically said I wasn't doing them. And they thought I was being rude to their culture. So I decided after that that I was going to like not specifically they started talking about like people got in fights in the comments, and they started talking about like how I should never do certain creatures. Wendigo was one of them, and I was like, okay, in that case.
Wait a minute. Because why again?
Because they thought
what was the beef?
Culture.
Because you didn't do the Thunderbird, or because you did?
No, because I did do the Thunderbird, even though it wasn't the Thunderbird that they thought I was doing. That was it. I clarified. Okay. It didn't matter.
So was the Wendigo part of?
Yeah, the fight in the comments was so great that they managed to mention a lot of monsters. And it's the closest to a cancellation crowd that I've ever gotten before. It was a lot of people.
Gosh. That's crazy.
Yeah, I can see where that would like make you want to do it. That's why I specifically the worst part is that I specifically said in the video too. I was like, "Oh, this is the one that the cowboys found. It has nothing to do with these. It was named after the ones, the original ones." And everybody was like, "I hate you." And I was like, "Okay."
Jeez.
Okay.
Wow, that's pretty.
Gotta love the internet.
Yeah. I'm not even sure that the people coming for me were Native American.
I don't think the people coming for you follow you at all. They just were just mad that day.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I don't envy you and Mike, because you guys have to be extra politically correct. I don't care who follows me or not. It's just the greatest thing in the world.
Well,
I know that they don't follow me. I just didn't want to like anger a community, especially when I respect so much. I mean, just about every community, but yeah. I decided to stick away from that one.
And I don't know
a lot of other cryptids. That was one of my very first viral videos too, because of all the fighting in the comments.
Nice.
That was positive.
You know what they say.
You got like 250,000 views or something like that. Just from that.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as bad
People
publicity.
Love People love drama.
You love some drama. That's what we said.
I don't go with that now. This is a story about how Anna's life got flipped upside down. I like that. Good one. I like that a lot.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's heard that story like 40 times by now. God, my dick is making beats. They're so much
what's
fun.
That new movie, Everyone at Once, or something like that? Tony went to go see it, Mike.
Yeah, the one with Michelle Yeoh.
Yeah.
All things, something, everything.
Everywhere, something about everywhere at once. Someone will correct us.
What were you saying, Anna, before Bradley cut you off?
Oh, I was just yelling about how much I like to make beads right now. I'm just literally making beads, and I might make beads the rest of the stream, and I'll be happy with it too.
So you got a pretty daggone nice bead brush going on there.
Yeah.
You make that yourself?
Yeah, just now. Actually, I made it twice because the first time, ZBrush crashed, and so I lost it. It's just an IMM curve. It's nice.
How are you getting the? Okay, so you're drawing out a little bit. You have a lot of control on your curve. So what are you using? Are you using AccuCurve?
No, I'm just using just a standard, just a completely standard curve IMM. So I just made the object that I want to share around. So this, right? Very high tech, advanced.
Right.
Then I went to create insert mesh. I had done new one because that's how I was rolling, which just does this, right? With the usual insert mesh. So then if you go to stroke curve mode, you got it. And then you can just kind of click on your curve and move it around. Go from there. I did nothing else than this.
Yeah, I'm gonna make curve. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna put beads on my lady too.
Yeah, do it. It looks good, and it gets a lot of the work done for no extra cost. You know what I mean?
Nice. Nice.
All right, I'm tired of working in Sculptures Pro. I need to make a new mesh.
Oh,
Charlie, I'm digging the new music. You got some new tunes, man.
it's like funky.
Oh, yes, I did. I told myself, self, you can do better.
I tell you that every day. You don't listen to me.
That's the way you say it, though. Delivery's everything.
Yeah, that's true. It's true.
Delivery's everything.
Well, I've heard that.
So, how do you and how do you determine what you go over in your mentorships? Are you like you leave it up to a vote, or is it one by one? How do you determine what subjects you cover and stuff like that?
So, in the workshop, which is like the weekly class, at the end of the month, I normally do a vote with certain topics that either had been brought up before, or I thought of myself, depending on the month. And normally, whichever gets the best reception wins, and I'll do that. Normally, it's stuff outside of my comfort zone or not. Like, depends. Every month's different. For the mentorship itself, literally every person gets a different mentorship, so it depends on them. Like, it just depends on literally every factor. If they're good at something, I won't go over it. If they're not good, I'll go over it. What they get for homework is different from person to person. If they get homework at all is even up in the air. Some people need deadlines. Some people can make their own deadlines. So forth. Like it's very, very varied. So like I kind of keep track of a lot when doing that stuff. So yeah, that's how it's decided. Normally, like I'll find the person's weaknesses and we'll create projects based on that. So like if they're really bad at like sculpting faces, but they need to get better, in order to fulfill their goals, then we'll focus on faces and do just a ton of faces, for example. Normally, it's the thing that's outside of their comfort zone.
Nice.
Nothing too crazy or special. And then like I just do a ton of critiques throughout the week. Twice a week I critique just about anything that they send me. Mondays and Thursdays. I've been thinking about doing it every day, but I'm not sure. And then I'll just kind of take a look, see if they are improving, see what they need to do. I do video critiques, so like during those days where we're not meeting, I'll record myself sculpting their piece or editing it in some way and send it back. Yeah, it's pretty basic. I don't know if that's basic, to be honest. I don't know how other people do theirs. But yeah, that's how I do mine. Very personalized.
I think as long as it sounds like you're like giving something to take away and you're actually like demonstrating. Because I think it's one thing to like, you're telling them what to do. And sometimes people get told what to do all the time and it's not clicking. And sometimes demonstrating and showing it a different way will help make the connection.
Yeah. That's for sure. I do a lot of demos whenever I can. Like whenever I honestly like lately, all of my YouTube tutorials that are coming out are this one mentee. I have this one new one who is really curious about tools, and he's like, "Hey, how do I make this one really hard, like IMM situation, or Lately, cloth seams is one that he asked for, and I'll just literally go off, spend like a week researching how to do something, put together a YouTube video, and they get it first. Like that's one way that the mentorship manifests, so to speak. And it's great for me as well, because like, trust me, nobody will push you out of your comfort zone more than the students asking you the hard questions.
Yeah.
That's for sure. They'll put you on the spot nonstop, and you're like, okay, okay, let's simmer down. Okay, you want to learn to do what? What? I have never even thought of that. Okay.
Don't be coming in here trying to make me look bad.
Oh, at this point, there's just like nothing left in me at this point. I'm like, oh, you know what? Yeah, we'll just figure that one together. Pull up Google. I do that even at school. I'm like, do you want what? Okay, let's Google it. Because it's kind of unrealistic. That's one thing I learned when I was in college. It's unrealistic to expect one person to know the answer to every single problem. You know, the most important thing is to be able to adapt and react to the problem and solve it. Literally, my entire career as technical artist was that, just random, difficult problem solving, like done through trial and error and the internet. And like, you know, all these other students in my college back in the day when I was studying, they expected the teachers to like feed you everything on a silver platter, the exact step by step, the perfect everything. Like, it's unrealistic, both because the teacher is a human and because, you know, that's not real life. That's not how the real world happens. Like, you won't have the teacher sitting with you at your job, you know, telling you what to do next.
I think the best thing that anyone could do, and there's like a lot of like things you could read, so like it's teaching your, like, everyone learns differently, and teaching yourself like how you consume information, like just learning how to learn, because that's important too.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like, you can't expect, like, you know, everyone to put things exactly how you need to. Like, you have to find a way to like convert something into the way that you understand it. It's kind of like your own way to simplify stuff.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Totally agree.
That's even at work, it's the exact same thing. Like, oh, I'm not sure how to do that, but I'll figure it out.
Mm-hmm. Gotta think fast a lot of times.
Yeah.
Or sometimes you just gotta learn how to skim a forum post. Like, sometimes it's that simple.
Yes. Yes.
Just get past the people yelling at each other in the forum, and you'll be good to go.
Yeah.
I used to have like beef with a Epic dev. I don't know if he remembers me, but like I used to like comment on all the posts that he was answering because he did it wrong. And I was like, that is not how you do that. And people would upvote mine, and I'll get badges for it. I should send him a Christmas card.
Yeah, you should. He was like,
you were officially that person.
That person who fights the Epic devs on the forum. Told you, I'm always fighting people.
I didn't believe you though. I did not believe you.
Now I know.
No, I've had. I'm not always fighting. I don't love confrontation, but I did have a lot of enemies.
Ottawa says, we appreciate you, Anna, and you've been an inspiring teacher.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. My goal.
Take this, duplicate.
That always warms my heart, if I'm gonna be honest. I might take a screenshot of that and put it in my diary.
Nice.
I'll put it up there for you.
Thank you. This is lame. I'm gonna tell you guys one of my many secrets. I have a little like photo diary of when people say nice things to me and it makes me feel good. And I look at it when I'm feeling like I'm gonna give up. You know, like life gets hard sometimes, so I'll look at that and I'm like, oh, they think I'm a great teacher. Okay, I'll stay.
Wait a minute. You still have days when you feel like you want to give up?
Sometimes, yeah. Like, you
Okay.
know, life is hard sometimes, so
Life can be hard.
life be hard. Sometimes
Yeah.
it's self-imposed for me, but still. You know, like, okay, like I don't always feel like I'm going to give up, but I definitely feel like I'm not good enough, right? I don't know about you guys, but I have those days. Like I'm not teaching well enough, I'm failing people, like not their grades, but like them, you know. I'll feel like I'm not a good enough artist, etc., etc., etc. List can go on forever. So I remember that, like, okay, there are actually people out there that actually do benefit from my existence, so to speak.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Which is kind of crazy to think about. Like, have you ever stopped to think about that?
Yeah. I don't know that I ever, I mean, lately, I don't know that I get the I'm not good enough, but I definitely look at other people who are doing things and who are, let's say, they may have a better social media following, and their resume and their skill set may not be the same level of the kind of stuff that I've done. I've been at this for 25 years, so it's not like that's not a boast. I've just been doing it a long time. But I'll look at them and they'll have like 2 and 3 times the social media following. And then I get that whole like imposter syndrome thing going on, and I feel bad about myself and all that other stuff. So that's what I get. You know what I mean? You ever feel that?
Oh yeah, sometimes. Like I've done a lot of inner work to kind of not care about the social media thing in particular. Because it's not necessarily natural. A lot of people just don't care. I did for a while, you know, for a long while.
Yeah.
So I don't think that anymore. It's crazy that you like totally can change the way you think. Like it's weird, but I do feel it with like all sorts of stuff. You know, like one of my we're all burying our hearts out today. One of my insecurities was something that I think I mentioned last time, which is like I went into a career that's of being a technical artist, and I was a character artist on the side, and by doing both at the same time, I was kind of making half as fast progress on both. And that thing, like that was like it ate me up for a long time. That everywhere I looked, the technical artists were better than me, and the character artists were better than me. You know what I mean? And they were focusing on that thing. Obviously, they were gonna grow faster.
Right.
But I was always wondering if I made a mistake. You know?
If you had not taken up art as a career, do you have any idea what you would have done?
There was no other option. No, never.
That's it.
There was never another option.
I'm the same.
Yeah. Like literally, as a baby, basically, I've been drawing since I was a baby. My parents would try to buy presents, and I wanted markers and pencils, like as an infant, and then forever since then.
Right.
And I would just do that forever. It's like it was always a given. You know, a lot of people's parents discouraged them from going into arts. My parents never even had the option because it was like my entire identity.
Yeah.
They were like, I don't know what the fuck, like what the hell this kid's gonna do, but it's definitely gonna be
Right.
art.
Right.
So then it just became like a question of what arts, right? Whenever I was a high schooler, still in Brazil, my thoughts were like graphic design and fashion. I remember my father was like, Carol, I want you to know that I love you and I support you, but have you seen the way you dress? I'll always remember that one. Oh God, he's not wrong. To this day, like those words echo in my brain too. Like whenever I'll have a particularly badly dressed day, I'm like, oh damn, he was right. So when I floated games, because I found a game concept artist one time, and I was like, you can make this for games? Wow. Whenever I mentioned games, that's when it was in the games like the most support. They're like, oh my god, games, finally something good. Yeah.
Yeah. It was
Maybe I would have
similar.
done something with animals. Maybe animals, because like I love animals too. But
Okay. Like Dr. Doolittle kind of a job.
talking to them.
You talk to the animals?
Yeah, probably. I mean, they talk to me mostly. I just listen.
Riley backs away real slow. You need to apologize. Just like, I don't want to do that now. That's one thing that sucks about Sculptures Pro sometimes, because when you're remeshing from it, because of all the weird geo it creates when you're using it, it does not remesh super well.
It's easier after you've done all that sculpting to just make new groups, dude. And then it'll be nice and crispy.
I want to bring it to low like now. I don't want to do more sculpting on it.
Or you can be hard-headed.
Oh no. I want to though. I want subdivisions now. Keep groups, crease, adapt to no smooth. I know if I dynamesh it and then zero mesh it, it'll act right. Working on that feather?
Yeah, I was about to say, I literally just opened my mouth and I went, yeah, to say that I'm about to do feather. So if you were one of the people that was wondering, watch now. I'm just gonna make it from a little plain, but I'm actually Googling like macaw feathers here so that I can kind of get the vibe. Long, skinny.
Now, I was talking earlier to a good friend of the show, Brad Grotman, who had a question for you about how you did your timeline movie for your IG. And you showed us earlier, but Brad wasn't in here. So you want to show it for everyone?
Sure. Actually, I'm gonna make like a Instagram short on that because, like, actually, like, I don't understand. So many people are wondering that. That's like the most iconic thing I did for the whole video. So here it is. Okay, you guys ready?
Mm-hmm. Let's wait. Let me make it big here. Boom. All right, let's go.
Okay. Let me save first because ZBrush crashed twice in the last hour. So all I did was I used recording software, so OBS, whatever else you like to use to record, and I started recording it. I went to the end, or I guess beginning of my undo history. I made sure that this was framed up, all that, and then I just dragged and recorded it. I know, it's real high-tech stuff.
but this is the question we had, though. What about your other subtools? Because it wasn't just the one subtool that was doing stuff.
Yes, good catch. So the way I did it was I actually hid a lot of them, and then I unhid them and dragged them separately throughout the process. So it was basically like
stacked them?
Like this. So let's do all the beads I did.
Okay.
Just now. So let's say I'm trying to do like a bead time lapse, right? I don't know if this is the right beads. Yeah, this one is from the crash, so I can't go back in history on that. And that's a bad part of this, right? You got to kind of do it before ZBrush crashes. Sure. But I did like 2. I did it for one subtool. Then I did it for I guess I didn't hide enough. But basically I just did one at a time. Yeah. I took them all back to the beginning of the history, and then did one, then unhid another one, and then did it, and then unhid, and then hid it. And then I did all that before I went. So last time I did this, like last week, I did the body, so I dragged the body's timeline halfway, did all the other subtools, and then went back to the body and then dragged it the rest of the way. That was it.
And the purpose of doing it this way instead of using the ZBrush kind of history thing is the model's not going to float around on the screen, right?
Yeah, because I did record one of those too, and I didn't like it. Like it was gonna,
Right.
it's not compatible to, first off, like mobile screens, because it's gonna float all over the place. You're not even gonna be able to see it on the center of the screen.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's not good. Not good for this. So I did both, and I decided to stick with the simple dragging the history thing. Hope that helps.
You know what? You should. We should talk to Paul and see if there might be some kind of unknown way that you can do the different subtools and slide them back and get them to kind of go forward without having to do them one at a time. I bet you between
probably.
Paul
There's
and
always a way.
Pavlovich, yeah, and Mike would be like, okay, just hit F6 on your keyboard and then hit Control 8. And he'll have it. Like that was my Mike Pavlovich. Thank you, everyone. Tip your waitresses.
Now I'm doing my little macaw feather out of a plane. Hooray. So you read to this?
Damn it, Mike. I hate it when you're freaking right. God.
What did I wait? What did I rarely hear you say that. What did I do?
I probably need to keep on in Sculptor's Pro until I get pretty damn close and then deal with this shit.
This is true. This is true.
Eat you. But in a good way.
Nah, I'm just trying to help you. I'm just trying to help you live, man. Live.
Take this hate first. Take this hate first.
But this is what I hate, Anna. I've been working on this Invincible sculpt forever. Actually, like a month. But it's
Yeah, that's not
super
forever. You have
is super far along, and to now be on something where I'm just starting off again, bummer. I have all this high frequency detail on my dude, and now I'm like starting off on the crappy Valley of the Suck sketch phase.
Understandable. I understand your frustration for sure.
so nicer than what I was thinking. Can you record? Like I'm gonna play that back. Next time he says something like that, I'm gonna play Anna's voice. I understand your frustration, Mike.
I wish you would. It'd be anything would be an improvement over what you tell me. Suck it up, Mike.
I'm like, suck that shit up, dog.
Stop being a baby.
It's like, come on, man. You know what I'll do? I'll sit down and try out Cozy Blanket later tonight and retopologize it and see how I like it.
Did you hear
Cozy Blankets?
Cozy Blanket. It just released this week. It's an app on your iPad where you can retopologize. It's super dope.
I've seen it on
Yes.
Twitter. I've seen it on Twitter and it looks good. I didn't think it would come out this fast.
now?
Yeah,
Before you
he's
guys
been
both
working on it
get
for a
too
while.
excited, Tony was saying that the free to use version has a limitation on what is it? Polygons, Bradley?
Yeah, yes, I was saying that the free version. So the free version only allows you to have 45,000 an object with 45,000
high poly?
polygons. Yeah, that's your high poly, and to unlock that to a higher subtool, you have to pay like 80 something bucks.
Oh, it's not bad. Not to mention he just
Not
decimated
bad.
into 45k and call it a day.
Yeah, like there's ways to get around that.
Yeah. Like in the
But,
world
yeah,
of
I'll try
software,
that.
$80 is like not so bad.
Yeah,
I'm used
it's
to
not
a lot
bad.
worse news, so to speak.
Yeah, April 20th.
All right. Take it easy. You're on with 2 ZBrush live streamers, Bradley.
I didn't say anything bad. I just said
Okay.
April 20th. That's all I said. I'm actually
Mhm.
publicizing the event.
We read between the lines.
It's on my no one told you to read.
And Anna doesn't appreciate it. I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna
I
speak
didn't
for
say
her.
anything though.
I'm gonna speak for her.
She would
doesn't
say if
appreciate-
I'm being offensive.
No, she wouldn't. She's too nice a person.
Yeah,
Knock it off.
She said she likes to fight. Of course she would tell me.
I find that in the face of certain topics, it's best to choose silence.
There you go. See? You trying to mess us up, dude.
Oh gosh. Messed up my feather. It's okay, we can fix this. There's nothing we can't come back from.
Yeah, I had an angel model that I had to do wings for, and I'm like, I spent like a month trying to get decent feathers, and then I'm like, you know what? Let me just take a good image of a feather, and I just went into Maya and like did it that way. What happens April 20th? April 20th is ZBrush's presentation with Maxon. I think you're gonna get to see some cool stuff with Redshift and Cinema 4D. I'm only assuming that because that's what the logo says. I'm not starting rumors, guys. I can just read. That's all.
Heard it here first, guys.
Exclusive.
So Anna, I would like to make us if you're putting out videos and stuff like that, because I know I don't see enough of this stuff that you do. That I would like to see your take on stuff is substance, doing more substance videos, because I think you can add a lot to the realm of that.
Huh, good idea. My substance pipeline though is so simple. I just feel like it's not worth adding to the conversation.
I don't think we have enough voices in the conversation. So,
Like I'm definitely.
like I know
choose
when I was
simplicity
learning
over
substance, it wasn't a
anything.
lot.
I was going to do some substance videos in Portuguese.
How does that help me out? I'm asking selfishly.
You're already learning Portuguese by doing the folklore and learning how to pronounce werewolf.
How to butcher the names of
It's a
the
start.
things that are gonna get you when you go to the forest and mess up.
It won't matter if you know their names at that point.
You're like, I didn't mean to light this campfire and not put it out. Sorry.
Oh, you can't light a
I'm
campfire in the
trying to
Amazon forest. That's for sure.
Okay.
The
Okay,
last
that's not
thing I
bad.
saw on the Amazon forest in Brazil was like, how like the president there was allowing some of the land to be destroyed. Is that still happening, or?
I believe so, yes.
Oh, that sucks.
Some people just choose chaos and evil for no reason. I guess greed. Like, there's so many ways to make money. That's just the thing, right?
Yeah.
Like, there are ways to make money, and you don't need to compromise your morals for it. There always will be a way. You don't need to destroy the rainforest. Kind of how I chose to not do NFTs, if I'm going to be honest. Like back when the conversation was all about the environmental impacts, right? Because a lot of people were stopping by my stream and they were like, "Hey, what's up? I'm gonna buy that, sell it," you know. And I'm like, "Okay, like free money. Okay, let's go," right? But then it all came out, and that day I remember I was like, you know what? I'm going to find a way to make good money without doing NFTs. And then that was a Friday. So on Sunday, I was like, I'm going to start a mentorship. And then on Tuesday, I launched the mentorship. It sold out.
Hey, that's one way to get things done.
Yeah. And then I came up like, okay, we can like, we can always find a different way if we want to. Like, and the conversation has changed around NFTs since then, I think. That was a decision in the day, like right around the time they went viral before the crash. I definitely don't judge anybody who does it. Because it's tempting.
Different strokes for different folks.
Yeah. Definitely was tempting. Like, people were literally about to like throw money at me. They were like, I promise, I will buy this. Just put it up there. And I'm like, oh my God, okay. I even remember what it was too. Like the first time I heard it, I was making the world's most basic models ever. It was sea slugs. They looked like two pieces of sushi. Okay. Fun though.
Yeah, like I'm still trying to wrap my head around all that other stuff. But I have some friends who are like into crypto and stuff like that, and my wife's a banker and stuff like, and it's hard to even get your money out of those wallets into like actual, like some banks are like closing accounts and stuff. When it came to that, so I'm like, yep.
Why are they closing it? What happened?
Because some banks don't like the accounts that are sending the money to their banks. Those companies, they're like kind of red taping, because I think the banking industry itself, like, it has something against NFTs. You're not using a traditional system, yet you want to put your money in a traditional bank from the NFTs.
Mm-hmm. Strange. It's the whole thing. I can't say I understand it all either. That's for sure.
Alien says I'm late to the party. Is she only making a feather?
Yeah, I just figured
everything else is done.
You missed it. You missed everything. All she needed was one feather.
That's right.
Yeah, I mean, if you know what you're doing, one feather's enough.
It's the last thing she has to do is the feather.
No, not really though.
What's up, guys? Anna, this is all you.
Nice.
Hi. Oi, tudo bem? Oh, God. Did you ever just blank out on what you were even doing? I do that all the time. I'm like, what am I even doing? Oh, it's a feather. Yes. What was the next step?
Making more.
More feathers?
Yeah, that technique worked out pretty straightforward. Like, it doesn't have to. It looks really good. Thanks. It reads feather.
Yeah, it's the goal.
Yeah, right.
The only goal I really have at this point.
It's like, it needs to read feather.
Yeah. It's not very 3D printable, but I can just add dynamic thickness, call it a day. Probably.
Hey, Mike, not for nothing. I did my thing to the music tonight.
No, sounds good, dude. It's a new source.
So, the guy who makes String Beats, the guy we follow on YouTube, he actually has streetbeats.com where everything's like nicely filtered. Whereas on Spotify, like everything's all over the place. So I was able to find the nicely filtered list that then shifts over to Spotify. Because the thing is, I didn't know what he had. Everything was all over the place. Oh yeah, and tomorrow's Easter, so happy Easter to those who are doing something for
Sunday.
Easter.
Sunday's Easter.
Easter's in my house all weekend's Easter. I have my daughter wants to go on Saturday. She's going to to my wife's family, and they're going like to have a picnic and stuff like that. And I think on Easter Sunday they're going Easter egg hunting around the house. It's an event. I have to make sure my MacBook is charged.
I believe this
And the
feather
rest of
has
us-
turned out
Oh, go ahead.
gigantic. I think my feather is just gigantic in my scene. Oh, it's tiny actually.
Are
Sorry.
you all making Brazilian monsters? Yes, we are, Alien. Ram says, Mike, that looks like old school Wally Gator. I gotta Google who that is.
From Hanna-Barbera, right?
That's what I was thinking. Mike, did I ever tell you one of your greatest contributions to my ZBrush usage?
The interface.
No.
Okay.
It's not the greatest.
Okay.
The use of clay tube spin and happy trails.
So I wish I could take credit for Clay Tube Spin, but apparently I was last on the train with that.
That didn't.
I've never
That
heard
was,
of that. I'm the last one on the train. What is
So
it?
it's in your light box. If you go to the clay brushes, there's a brush that says clay tube spin, and it's really, really it's good, especially if you're like trying to like leave kind of skin like patterns on your character.
Clay tube skin.
Spin.
Spin.
It's right there. You're almost
I only
there.
see
It's
clay,
right there.
clay spin. Oh, clay tube line. Clay tube
Okay,
sliver.
clay spin. I'm sorry. It's clay. It's
just
clay
the
spin.
clay
I
spin.
added the two.
Clay Spin.
Clay spin.
Let's spin some clay.
Spin it up.
So if you do
Looks
like a
like
low
clay
intensity on there, and
velvet.
then all over your surface, it'll like leave nice skin texture everywhere.
How do you use it?
I like it. I usually use it towards the end of my model, and then I'll put it on a low intensity, and then I'll go in and lightly pull it all over the surface, and it'll like add some noise.
So it's like it's the same as clay buildup, but spinning.
Yeah, it just gives you a
Okay.
nice texture to
see
build
ya.
on
I
for your
see ya.
skin tone. Your
Noise.
skin texture.
I do this, but I use surface noise and just throw on some like kind of wide noise, but make it really weak. Just kind of break up the surface. Works really nice. I like this.
It'll grow on you.
I'll give it a chance definitely as I get through the piece. I'll try to remember to use this one.
Adam says I do that by hand with clay buildup.
Yeah, this one's
Yes.
basically clay buildup but spinning. Clay buildup at the
Yeah.
rave.
Clay polish.
Oh, I think I'm enjoying making feathers now too. Little by little, just gonna enjoy everything. The goal, right? Not only to make 3D art, but to enjoy it personally. I think that's a good goal.
Like green eggs and ham.
Mhm.
Like, I hope I don't ever, like, I'm still at the point, like, even when I'm like, I guess some people I work with, like, they don't do a lot of personal work when they're done work, and I still do personal work. So I don't know, it's because they've been in the game a lot longer than I have, but I still enjoy doing work after work.
I'd say it comes and goes for me. Like, so I can go a long time without doing it, depending on how it goes. You know, depends on how tired I've been. But definitely, whenever like I started out, like professionally speaking, I definitely became very complacent at first.
Mhm.
Part of why I started streaming, I always tell the story. Like I felt really complacent. I couldn't get myself motivated to do personal projects, so I needed the external accountability of being a streamer. Because I knew
Yeah.
that there would be somebody out there waiting for me to actually do the thing, you know?
Yeah, I think we were talking about that last week.
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
You get put on the spot, you gotta deliver.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's a very productive way to be
Adams,
productive.
Anna.
Adams is cool. He says clay spin is cool. Also looks like he might be trying it. Ashley. Hey Ashley, looking awesome,
Hey,
you all.
Ashley.
Thank you for stopping by.
Hey, Ashley.
What happens if you try to add dynamic thickness to something that already has thickness?
It
We're gonna
gets
find
really
out
fat.
today.
Give it even more thickness.
Break with two
It's-
C's.
It gets real fat.
Mm-hmm.
I like this feather method.
Yeah, that's looking awesome. Yeah, it's looking awesome.
Thank you. Yeah, it
Well-
turned out like a weird tiny success. Like as far as like the feather mechanic to do. Feather mechanic. Taught too much today. Too many designs. Too much development. I just gotta do like a tuft and save too, because if I lose this, I will quit.
Yep. He's like, what happened to Anna? She's gone for the night. It's okay. She'll be back next week.
She had a feather incident.
I tried clay spin. I'm sculpting a toxic Avenger-ish themed creature for work, and clay spin worked great. Cool, awesome. Thank Mike.
No problem, even though I'm taking credit for someone else.
So here's the thing. Here's how credit works. Like, I learned it from you, so you have to take it. You have to take credit because I learned it from you, and you give credit to whoever you got it from.
Tony Gore, Odell Palmer. They were on that clay spin a long time before I was on it.
I often think about the morals of teaching something that you've been taught. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know,
it
sometimes
does,
I'll
unless you're going to make me feel bad about myself. Are you make me feel bad about myself, Anna?
No. Hear me out. So, for example, I'll want to make a tutorial on something that builds upon something I saw, maybe in a different tutorial, and I'm like, is that stealing? Right? That's my own personal moral situation where I'm like, is that bad? I don't know, because like at the same time, you can't lay claim to a brush and ZBrush, you know what I mean, or like using it to do something. Nobody can.
Right.
And if you try, then it's kind of bad on you. You know what I mean? Like, not you, but like, you know, somebody.
Unless you're Dame Standard.
Or Dame Dash.
So yeah, that's what I think about sometimes. Because I'm making tutorials and I wonder about it.
Santiago says, hey guys, I'm new to the channel. If it's not too much trouble, could you guys introduce yourself? I'm really enjoying the streams. First, I'm going to ask everyone who is watching if you can just like and subscribe to the channel. That would be amazing. Our goal is to get to 1,000 people before the end of the year. We're at like 700 and something. So thank you, please. That'll be amazing. Awesome. But Mike, would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure. So I am Mike Thompson. I'm an illustrator and a sculptor. I've been doing this a long time, as you can tell by the color of the hair on my face. And do work for like Marvel and HBO and stuff like that. A whole bunch of people. And I'm a streamer on ZBrush Live with Anna and Ashley and a whole bunch of other people. But yeah, that's who I am.
And Anna, would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure. Although I recognize this name, so he definitely knows me. Hi, I'm Anna Carolina. Actually, my FYI, my first name is Anna Carolina. So even though it has space, I know it has space in the middle of it, so that's confusing for a lot of people.
Oh, so Anna Carolina. I'm sorry,
my
Anna
first
Carolina.
Name. Let's see. I am a college professor at Ringling College of Art and Design. My background is in VR development, technical arts, character arts. It's a little bit of everything. Streaming for ZBrush Live for 4 years or something, maybe 5. And yeah, teaching, helping, mentoring, things like that. That's my thing right now. Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
And this is
hi,
Bradley.
my name is Bradley.
Bradley.
I quit.
Stop.
I'll play. My name is Bradley.
I wasn't going to do that tonight. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
My name is Bradley, and I'm a character artist for film and games. Currently, I'm working at Bungie, and Mike and I, we are the owners and operators of the Stylus League. So welcome to our channel. Was that a good introduction? Did we get everyone? I think we did. We did. Let's see. Ashley has so many words. I think if it's an artistic technique or specific way of using the program that's not initially intended, then give credit. But if it's like just a tool you can find in a doc, I think it's public. Cool. That's a good rule.
Agreed. Yeah.
I appreciate all your words. I agree. See, I like this man already. All this energy. Yes, please. Let's get us to the top. I appreciate that.
Nice. Thanks.
Mike, you throwing that alligator together pretty quick, man.
I
didn't think he was showing up tonight, but you decided you're gonna work.
I mean, it's just the alligator head. I still got a whole lady body to work on. Don't get excited too fast.
Yeah, you know how much research someone would have to do an alligator head? You just did it right on the spot, man.
Stop it.
Take that credit.
Listen,
I wouldn't need time to do an alligator head.
Anna and Ashley would have been done with this. They would have been on the body and poly painting.
Why you gotta? You don't have to expose that. All right, like why can't you just take some credit? You know what? I hate your alligator head. Just delete it.
I won't take a compliment from you. Okay. Thank you.
Delete it. I hope your ZBrush crash. And you lose the power guns with corrupt.
Wow, what a curse! That is next level.
Save your work.
I just did. Got you beat on that one.
There you go.
What is this?
Gonna wish that on me, Ricky Bobby? I sure am.
Don't you put that on me, Ricky Bobby?
What? That's actually pretty cool, though. That it's warping. That is like
I'm all
not intended, but it's...
Oh, that's dope.
And I just wanted to snap, and I used the wrong thing. I think, yeah, because
are you using the?
And I hit
is
control
that
and went, woo, woo, woo. That's cool.
That's not the cloth.
Well,
transpose.
how did you do that?
Is that the regular transpose or cloth transpose?
The gizmo, just a normal gizmo.
What?
And you're holding control, and it's doing that. It's like doing a nice bend.
Yeah. I'm so
Did
happy.
we just discover something? Hold on. Let me.
Wait. Control for me unlocks it.
Like we got.
What are you doing? What are you doing over there?
Oh, I don't understand.
What kind of magic is that you got going on?
I was just trying to rotate it. It's because I have some. No, I don't have anything going on here.
No, like I've never seen it do that.
Is it working for you, Bradley? Because it didn't work for me.
I'm about to do it now. Watch my shit crash.
It's gonna crash. Oh. It's a trap. It's a trap.
So all you doing is rotating and holding. Nope.
Yeah.
It doesn't work.
Nothing crazy.
Then when I turn it upside down, it stops. So it must have been a fluke. Oh no, there it is. It's back.
No, there it is.
Wait, Bradley, you got it to work for you?
No.
All right. Anna has some new next generation ZBrush version over there she's messing with.
You didn't have to bring attention to yourself that way, okay? You have some cool stuff, all right? Gosh. Change the focal shift.
What's wrong with the focal shift?
Is that what does it?
Maybe that will create what you just did.
Okay, let's see. Focal mine's at -100. No, but when I change it to +100, it doesn't do anything different.
It's 75 or 80 is what she's saying.
For me, it happens.
Ashley said that is the fall off of your brush. If you change focal shift, it does that to the gizmo.
Weird, because no matter what I do with my focal shift, it just kind of stays.
How big is your brush?
100. Let's say 200 now.
Shift.
Say 2. Same thing for no matter what. 1,000. There it is.
Nope. I'm gonna keep doing this. I'm gonna keep doing this till I make this happen.
Well, I don't know how to make mine not do that. Does that make sense? Oh, change the little bit.
Nope. Oh.
Oh, that's new though. I like that. That's cool.
I quit. It's only hers.
Ashley's probably like, you rookies.
Adam says, yep, it's focal shift. It worked here. It's the focal shift of the transpose, not brush. Oh, so change the focal shift when I'm on. Let's do this. Move. Give up. Yes, the gizmo. Ashley says, yes, the gizmo selected the focal shift to my key will keep it static. Anything else will make it gummy. Oh, so maybe it is doing it and I just don't recognize it. Possible. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you, Adam.
Always helping.
All I know, Bradley, is you over there messing with that gizmo? Smoking you, son. Making
Why
teeth.
do you have to? Do you
Everything's a
like
competition.
picking on
It's
people?
all a competition.
You know?
It's all a competition.
Jeez.
I didn't know this was a competition.
No,
That's
not
the
you.
guys.
Not you.
No,
No,
it's
not you.
not. No,
No,
it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. No,
Not
it's
you.
not. No, it's
Not
not.
you. Only
Back
Bradley.
away.
Only Bradley. Not
Take
you.
that shit. Take that shit back, Mike. Take that shit back.
No. Not Anna.
I'm not competing then. Why don't I get to compete?
Because you were like super far along last week. I don't want to fight you. Fight Bradley.
Why you always gotta punch down, Mike?
I'm tall, son. What do you want?
You gotta punch down, man. If I say Ashley's name 4 times over, you'll get scared.
Yeah, I know. I don't want to see any Ashley smoke.
Apologize, this guy. I don't like using all this freaking Sculptures Pro shit.
You still fighting with that?
Yes, Mike. I'm fighting with it, okay, and I'm gonna fight with it until I don't want to fight with it no more.
Here, well, look, I'm about to do mine right now, so I'll show you what I do if you wanna see. I'll give you some really good results.
You're forgetting what's good. I'm not forgetting what's good again. I don't have a what's good, so I decided not to bring it up. Thanks, Ram.
No, Ram is actually correct this time.
He's right. He's right. He is right. He's right.
Yeah, Ram is. Thank goodness Ram is on the case because I forgot what's good, and Anna had homework to do to tell us what's good, and so just because you didn't do it, I think that's on you. Anna, what's good this week for you?
So is this about what I'm working on?
Anything?
Or is it something else?
Anything you enjoy or are working on, or maybe you saw a movie recently or read a book, or I don't know. Went on a nice walk and saw some trees. Tell us what's good. Piece of tech. Maybe some VR goggles.
Let me real fast reboot my brain and remember what happened this week.
Okay.
Because I spent all week working, having meetings, then working more.
No grown-up stuff.
Then I got sick a little bit. So like, it's have I done anything besides that? Watched one TikTok that was really cool.
Yeah.
Saw a TikTok about
What was the
a
TikTok?
guy who's like a sales guy. Like he teaches people how to do sales, which is super confusing and bad for me because like I'm not a salesperson. Like I feel bad doing sales, right? I'm here like trying to run a whole entire business while being too shy to talk about it. You know what I mean? Like most of the time. And the guy was like, "Hey, like here's an exercise if you're not selling." And I'm like, "Okay, tell me what it is, dude." Random man on TikTok who I never heard of before. And he goes like,
wow.
What was it? It was like, if you are not confident with talking about your product, then that probably means you don't 100% believe in your product. And I'm like, sure, maybe. And he goes, so list out what you don't believe in it and then fix it. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'll do that. So I'm doing that. The end. Literally, the only thing I did that wasn't working was an exercise on learning how to make a sale. My cat was also very cute this week. I didn't even really make any art or anything. Yeah, I didn't like I don't want to sound like I have a very boring life right now because it just happens to be like ever since right before GDC, so like March, I guess. Ever since March, I've been like drowning in things to do for some reason. I don't even know why. Like I don't know how it happened, how I let this happen to me. But now I have an assistant, right, who started this week on Monday. And that's good.
Wait.
Another one? That's perfect.
You got another assistant?
The same one. So he was about to start last Friday.
Same one that started. Yeah.
Yeah, he was about to start. So he started officially on Monday.
Nice.
He's sorting some stuff out for me. It's so nice. And yeah, got a new YouTube video coming out tomorrow on doing cloth folds.
Oh, that's
by the way,
awesome.
little plug. It's gonna be a cool video. Like legit, it's gonna be a cool video because like that mentee I was talking about, he requested for me to do cloth folds, and I was like, how the hell am I gonna do that? So after some deep diving and watching what felt like endless like plugs for people's products, like they'll do like how to make cloth folds yourself, and then they're like download my brushes for like $15. Have you guys ever noticed tutorials like that aren't really tutorials, they're like clickbait?
Yeah.
So I went ahead and I broke all those down, reverse engineered a bunch of stuff, and figured out how to do like reliable cloth brushes. And they actually like look okay. So that's coming out tomorrow. And my new editor, who was actually here watching, edited it, and it's the best video on my YouTube channel so far. So
wait, you saw these other people's videos and you reverse engineered it and did...
I reverse engineered a bunch of stuff. Well, not just videos. Yeah.
Well, I have a question for you, Hannah. How come you like taking food out of people's mouths? The children. What about the children, Hannah? What about the children?
Well, I mean, I'm giving the next generation children the possibility to make their own brushes. Doesn't that count?
There it is. Not everybody have brush money.
Yeah, I'm not gonna gatekeep brushes. If I can make my own brushes, I'm gonna make my own brushes. You know what I mean?
Nice.
No, Mike doesn't know happy trails. Mike, what's your what good?
My what's good is my son, my baby boy, firstborn son, only born son, turned 19 today.
Yay!
Oh,
so
cool.
that's
awesome.
Very good. It's very, very good. Shout out to my boy. So that's good. And also I spoke to a promotional partner who I probably going to keep this low for now, but I got a really interesting little promotional partner thing happening soon. Cross promotion.
Oh, cool.
So that's good.
That is
Oh, and Outer Ranch started today. Anna, earmuffs, cover your ears, Anna. A dope sci-fi that I've been waiting on for a long time started on Amazon Prime today with Josh Brolin. He plays a rancher who finds a giant hole in his ground on the ranch, and it leads to who knows where. You don't even know, Anna. It's very dope. So yeah, that's what's good for me. Just saying.
I know you're your sci-fi. I love Ashley's What's Good. Ashley's What's Good is I found a really cool new spot to stare at on my kitchen wall while making toast.
That is so relatable.
That is awesome. That is so awesome. Like I said, I don't have a What's Good, all right?
Bradley, what's your What's Good?
I don't have one.
Do that.
But if I have to a lot good happen. You know, I woke up every day, you know, have employment, feeling creative.
Healthy.
My kids are good, healthy, you know, I have nothing to complain, you know.
There you go.
I told my daughter that I'm the boss and you have to call me the boss, and she goes, "No, your name is Bradley." So it's always weird hearing my daughter say our first names. It's just very odd.
Yeah. You know, it's funny, when I was younger, I taught soccer for first graders. And when I say younger, not a whole lot younger, maybe like, I don't know, it was like 8-10 years ago. And there was a first grade girl who refused to call me coach. She called me Mike. And she didn't call me Coach Mike or Mr. Mike or anything like that. Just very comfortable with Mike. I was like, that's a little personal. Maybe call me Coach. She's like, nah, I'm good. So kids say the darndest things.
Hopefully, next week I have probably the final piece of my setup coming in, so I'll be able to take a picture of my office so I can contribute to our office space in our Discord. So Anna Carolina. So in our Discord, you know how like whenever you go on YouTube, there's a lot of people who have videos like on like gaming setups and videos on like, you know, streaming, but I don't think a lot of artists like show what their setups look like and like how they stay productive while doing art. So in our Discord, I made a room where all artists could show their workspace to get ideas. So Mike and I have not contributed in that channel yet, but I have another monitor that I've been waiting for and it's coming in. So hopefully I can do that so I can show my setup.
Nice. I've been meaning to actually do the same here, just in general. But you know, like upgrading is hard. I not only get a little like, you know, don't necessarily want to spend a lot of money, but I also like whenever the stuff gets here, I'm like, oh my god, I have to move everything. Been feeling a little lazy when it comes to my setup. I've been meaning to upgrade like all of my like aesthetics and whatnot for a while too.
What are you thinking about getting?
I want to get monitor arms.
Okay.
Start. Because right now my monitors are on the desk and it's not quite right for me. It's not quite cute, you know. Let's see. Then I'm going to move the desk up against the wall, put some art on the wall. Maybe buy a new light setup because this one is a little. It's not very aesthetic, so to speak. And let's see what else I'm gonna do. I have this rug that I was gonna put underneath the desk. I just haven't moved the desk in so long. I haven't put the rug in. So whenever I do all that, I'll also do the desk. And then of course, cable management.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The cable management situation in my house tends to get out of control very easily.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone really enjoys cable management. And if you do, you're a nerd. I'm just putting that out there.
Wow. Whoa, why you
just
gotta
said
call
it.
names? Why can't they?
I said it.
Why can't they?
I said
Why
it.
can't they love what they love, Mike?
The Stylus League is nothing if not controversial. All right.
Like,
Put on
why
your
don't
big
they
boy
love what they
pants,
love?
Bradley.
Gosh. Adam said, which monitor do you get? So, I have this thing. I like to go to companies that I know have money to burn. So I called Dell, and I called Dell. They have a monitor that's on sale, and I wanted it on sale even more. And I got it on sale even more because Dell has money to burn. And I got the new ultrafine monitor that they released for a really nice price. That's cheaper than what's on their website on the sale. So call Dell. They have money to burn.
Do like a sponsorship thing, or they just gave it to you?
Oh God, no! You know how Bradley is a businessman, man. So I called them, and because I've purchased stuff in the past, and I like have a business account with them, and I was like, I know it's on sale. I've bought like 3 other monitors. I want a bigger sale, please. And they took an additional $60 off of a monitor that's already $165 off.
Well, if they're taking that much off, then this thing is what, like a G? How much is this monitor?
Whoa, it's not a G. Shut your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
My wife told me I can't spend anything with commas anymore. All right, so there's no comma in it, and I made sure that there was no comma.
Okay.
I think it's retail for like 600 something now. So there's no comma. Okay, Mike? No comma.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'll see.
I have to be very careful. Ever since I got this MacBook, like I can't be like there is no Christmas for me this year. There's no Christmas. There's no birthday. Like I'm supposed to wake up and thank God that I have my MacBook, and I will. I'm very grateful.
You love that MacBook. Let's not front.
I do. I'm not. Yeah, not for nothing. I love that. I love it. It's the best thing since sliced bread.
So quiet, Mike.
Even when
You're
toasted.
So quiet. Mike is so quiet, dog. You can't even hear the fans. They don't even cut on.
You can't. Hey, and Adam's not wrong. Like Adam said, sorry about the MacBook. Like his video was the nail in that like the moment I finished seeing his video, I ordered. That was it. That was a wrap.
I'm happy that Adam did the video. Kudos to you for doing a dope video, first of all. And I'm happy for Bradley for having it. I just wish he would shut up about it. That's all. He just likes to brag. Brags about the MacBook.
All right. But I only say something. So I only say something about it when he's like, "Damn, my fans! Why is my fans so loud?"
So that makes you feel like you should pile on? Is that what a good friend does? I'm just asking.
You punch. Hey, don't you punch down? I punch up.
Like
all right, you punch down, I punch up. That's how we do that.
All right. I don't
Everybody's
think we have a healthy relationship at all. I think
it's okay. I love the way our relationship is. I don't think we need that. All right. And if we do get it, it has to be less than $1,000 because I can't be spending nothing that has a comma.
Yeah, I know. I've heard that.
Therapy is not $1,000.
Oh, sorry.
Only after a few sessions.
Hannibal says, "What's good, people?" What's up, Hannibal?
That's good.
What's up, Hannibal? All right, Bradley. So you see what I got on my screen here?
And you use Sculptures Pro, right?
I use Sculptures Pro. You can see by all the terrible topology, right? But
Okay,
I just went through, you know.
Can you do a little extra sculptures in between the poly groups? Just so I'm a believer.
No. Wait, what?
It's where your
Sculptures
poly
Pro.
groups are. No,
There,
where your
what do you
poly
want?
groups are. The line where your poly groups are, where the poly groups meet.
No, you want me to destroy the topology. I'm not gonna, or the poly. I'm not gonna do that. I know what it does. That's why I did this after I finished sculpting. Same thing with this mouth, right? Like the mouth right now.
Okay, go ahead.
I sculpted it. Right? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get myself a nice little group here. Let's turn on symmetry first. Inside of the mouth, right? Get rid of this part on the bottom. Not all of it. Get rid of the part on the bottom. Right? And then I group it. So now I have a group there. Hold on. All right, so I got the inside of the mouth and the outside, so that's good. So now what I can do is I can take the top of the head, which I just did the same thing to, made some eye, groups for the inner and the outer, and then the inside of the mouth, blah, blah, blah. Now merge this down. A quick save in case I mess it up or I crash, and then merge down. All right. Okay, so now I have my groups, and what I can do at this point is I can run a Z remesh, and it should make it nice and clean. So first I duplicate it, do a save state, and I'll set it for half, keep groups, keep edges, and Z remesh. And this should give me a pretty decent mesh. If not, I'll just play around with the adaptive size a little bit and run it again. But I understand exactly what you're saying, because if you have groups and you do a Sculptures Pro on top, see, that's pretty clean. But if I were to do the Sculptures Pro on the group edge, it scatters and shoots like separate poly groups all over the place, like little rogue polys. So I could say this is good right now. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I made my groups after my Sculptures Pro. Like I wasn't going to sculpt anymore. But
well,
one thing I'm realizing,
I think don't do that.
Don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that, man. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Are you yelling at me?
It took me a long time to realize, don't do that. Don't do the thing that you just said to do.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right. But you were trying to keep the groups that you already had. Okay, that's nice. That's nice.
Yeah, but why can't I keep the groups? Like I made new groups out of the Sculptures Pro. Like all of these groups were done with Sculptures Pro.
So
I did the same thing you did, and it's still acting a fool.
Okay. Well,
but one thing I do realize is that I have some areas that I didn't use Sculptures Pro at all in, and that could be what's causing it to act weird too.
Yeah.
Let me get rid of some of this stuff and see if I can repair the situation. Hey, guess what, guys?
Oh, was that the end?
Pencils down.
I'm ready. I was really in the zone. I'll keep going. Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
I'm just the streamer now.
But you see, you when you started, you weren't up to it. But as we got going, you got really into it. See, that's how it is.
Happy.
Mike, I said, put your pencil down, Mike. Put it down.
I ain't putting down nothing. I ain't putting it down.
Stop.
I'm not gonna.
Stop. So for everyone, if you are part of our Discord group, when I close the stream, I'm gonna hop in our Discord and I'm gonna keep working a little bit for tonight. So if you want to join me, I'm pretty sure Mike will probably join. I'll be in there. But thank you so much for joining us tonight. So we will continue this project next week. We have a whole month with Anna Carolina, and it's going to be fun. And hopefully we might be able to get some renders in by the end of this, because I hope I will, because I won't have a lot really to do. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
See you guys.
Thank you so
Thanks
much for joining.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week. Anna, thank you again.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Those beads are off the hook. Those feathers are crazy.
Thanks. Bye.
Hey, can I get that feather brush?
Sure, actually.
No.